Let's now take you to Parliament, where one of 4 members of Parliament whose seats are at the risk of being declared vacant says he is unfazed by the attempt from within his own party. NDC MP for Memphis Central, Peter Yaokwachiaka, is the only NDC MP contesting as an independent candidate in this year's election. The minority leader and Tamale South MP, Haruna Idrisu, is leading efforts to have him and 3 other MPs from the NPP side ousted from Parliament. Peter Yaokwachiaka says he is not bothered by the move.
Yes, you cannot eat your cake and have it. I mean, there has been precedent that the former foreigner MP also did the same, and his seat was declared. Well, not because 2 months you can't have re-election, and he went ahead and won the election. So, but because there is precedent, because Right Honorable Speaker Michael Quay declared that that was the way to go. But if you go to the article very well, if you go to the article and the condition in the Constitution, it says that you cannot cross carpet. I mean, if you are an NDC, you cannot tomorrow get up and say that you are MPP. And I believe that that is why they put that clause there, to avoid that. Because before, when that clause was not there, if you are NDC, the next day you could walk to the other side and then come back. So prevent that, they put this clause. I believe, I'm not a lawyer, I'm an engineer, and that if you are independent, you cannot change your situation in Parliament there, that you are independent, now you want to become an NDC or MPP. I believe that is the reason why that clause was put there, because now I have not declared that I've left the party. I'm only declaring my intention that in the next Parliament, I want to be an independent. And so if somebody is also an NDC or MPP now, and he wants to go independent, he's not saying that he's leaving MPP. He's saying that in the next Parliament, he doesn't want to go with MPP again. I believe that's how I understand it.
So you are ready for the consequences if the seat is declared vacant?
Oh, of course. If you take any action, there should be a reaction. So you must be ready for it. What is it? Because if you say you are going independent and the Speaker rules that your seat is vacant, what can you do? You cannot challenge the law because there has been precedent already. I know there has been precedent, but sometimes in court, judges make mistakes. So it depends on the Speaker what he's also going to say. That whether if you declare your intention for the next Parliament to stand in the name of another party or independent, it means that now your seat should be declared vacant. Well, it's up to them to interpret the law, not me.
Executive Director of Parliamentary Network Africa, Samir Bain, has been reacting to this, and he spoke earlier on News Desk.
Well, for a parliament that for almost 4 years has had real showdowns, so to say, with the numbers, the number dynamics. Obviously, any further change in numbers at this dying moment of the tenure of the parliament can affect what happens in the parliament. If things go down to the polls with elections almost around the corner, we know how politicians like to take advantage of every situation that they find themselves in, especially when elections are staring them in the face. So it has a way of affecting government business, but that is if it goes through. And for us at Parliamentary Network Africa, we hold the view that if there is any significant thing that can happen with this current situation, it will be an opportunity for the Speaker of Ghana's Parliament now to correct that error of a ruling that was delivered by Speaker Okwei some 4 years ago, because we held the view then and still maintain the view now that that ruling then was seriously in error. That precedent shouldn't have been set at all. And we look forward to how the opportunity to correct that error will be utilized this time around, as the Speaker Barbin has asked for a few days to deliver a reasoned ruling.
Let's bring you a conversation on the back of those 4 MPs who are seeking, whose seats may be declared vacant. Kweku Asante joins us. Now, Kweku, earlier this morning when we spoke to Mr. Kwache on the back of his seats being vacant, he says it was one of the funny moments in politics. But tell us, why is the MP going independent this time around?
Well, Sweetie Abochi, the MP, has been explaining that he has been unfairly treated by his political party, the NDC. He says that he has significant issues having to do with the nomination of Madam Joanna Kujo, who actually won the parliamentary primaries. He actually went to court, and the court injuncted Madam Joanna Kujo from holding herself out as an MP. While that matter was pending, the NDC annulled that entire election, a reopened nomination, and he actually picked nomination only for the party to disqualify him at the last minute and then go ahead and declare Madam Joanna Kujo as the parliamentary candidate for the constituency. And he does not feel the party has treated him fairly, for which reason he's going independent. In his own words, party has just not been fair to him.
Well, Parliament resumed yesterday. Have you cited the other 3 MPs yet?
Well, no. In fact, of all the 4 MPs who are at the risk of losing their seat, only Peter Yakwachaka, the minority MP, has been around. The MPP MP for Agona West, Cynthia Morrison, hasn't been in the House. MPP MP for Suhum Kojo Asante hasn't been in the House. Deputy Speaker Andrew Amoko-Siama has also not been around. And so 3 of them haven't been around. It's only the NDC MP who has been here. If you look at the votes and proceedings from yesterday, all of them marked absent. This morning as well, I haven't also cited Peter Yakwachaka, but understanding that he may show up. But all the other NDC MPs who are caught up in this melee have not attended the sitting yet.
Thank you so much, Kweku Asante, who is our parliamentary affairs correspondent, for bringing us up to speed on that.